All right. Good morning, everybody. It is another edition of Breakfast with the Boys. I'm Chris Mancuso, joined as always by Jack Gotzel and Jay Guacamole, the Guacamole King. How are you, boys? How are we today? How's everybody this morning? How's everybody's nuts feeling? I'll tell you, mine feel great because of manscaped.com, where if you used promo code Tarps Off, all one word, you will get 20% off and free shipping. If you're in Canada, that's just ca.manscaped.com. You go on over there, you hit promo code Tarps Off, you get 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. It's beautiful, man. I mean, Jack, me and Jay have told the world how our balls feel. I think maybe you've told the world, but tell us again. How have yours been feeling? We need a real customer experience here.
Well, see, the first time I just did the shave, I didn't use the ball deodorant, and what a mistake that was, because now I see what you're saying. Last time I said I had baby balls, and my balls were in the past, but now they are in the future. That stuff is unreal. A1.
Yeah, it's got this musk-like scent to it. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's addicting. I'll rub it on my balls, and I'll sniff my fingers after like a sicko. You guys are fucking liars if you say you don't.
Okay, you might have got me there.
Dude, I've 100% been like,
yeah. It is. Yep, before the wash-off.
It is so fucking good, guys.
Yeah. And if
it is
anyone
so
who
good.
doubts me, doubt me now, but buy it and then say you didn't do it.
That's right. Hit promo code Tarps Off, guys, at manscaped.com or ca.manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping. Guys, we are sitting here. We're 11 days out. I just want to do a little check-in here from honestly, I think this will be, Jack, I'm calling it now. Call this a hot take. I think this is going to hit number 3 or number 4 on the boxing's all-time pay-per-view buys. I think it's that hyped.
Holy
Jake
shit.
Askren versus, well, Paul's first fight with the Mike Tyson was number 8. Dude, the MMA community is all in on Ben Askren. I've never seen like UFC. He came to the UFC late. Everyone kind of thought of him as a joke, right? Mm-hmm. Now that he's fighting Jake Paul and all these actual fighting fans who want to see a guy who's actually fought someone, not a guy who's fought a YouTuber and a basketball guy and is cocky and whatever, go down. Dude, has anyone ever had a career man, if Ben Askren wins, he'll have done like the most 180 I've ever seen.
It's undeserved, though. I mean, Ben Askren has always been good. He never should have gotten this like shit. He just came to the UFC too late. Yeah. He was so dominant. Like the hate is undeserved. Sorry, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, no, like, I thought you were going out about Ben. I was like, nah, man, Ben's good shit.
Yeah, no, the hate is undeserved. He was a dominant fighter. He was undefeated for the longest time. He's an absolute weapon. And I honestly don't think Jake Paul stands a chance. I don't think he can hurt Askren. Askren's been in real fights. Like, he's trying to tell Askren what the fight game is. Ben Askren's lived the fight game his whole life. Buddy, you've never even been in a single professional fight. You fought a YouTuber and a basketball player. This is your first ever fight against an actual professional fighter. He has no idea what he's in for. I think this could end early with an Askren knockout, and I wouldn't be shocked if it's to the body.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay with my take. I still think Askren's gonna win this. I'm still Team Askren. But I was thinking about this the other day. As Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. So we'll see. You never know what happens. Paul could come out and just have that one lucky shot, takes him down. Do I think it's gonna be number 3? Probably not. I mean, I hope it is, and I hope your hot take's right. But we'll see. I'm excited. I'm still excited.
Yeah, see, I have this fight going a different way than Jack. I think Askren's going to let Paul come out, let him feel comfortable, let him get the hands moving. Jake Paul's chasing the knockout. He's arrogant. He has a huge ego, and he's going to be looking. And what that does is that's going to gas him out. There is no way. I don't care what shape Jake Paul's in. There's no way he has the same gas tank as a former Olympian, as a one champion, as a Bellator fighter, a UFC fighter. Like, he's been everywhere, Ben Askren. This is a guy who's been fighting killers, legitimate. Like, dude, like, he wasn't kidding when he told Jake Paul in that thing, like, if we met each other in a back alley, I could do homicide to you. Like, he could. Like, the difference between MMA and a boxer, and I have friends that are boxers, but MMA guys, like, those are those are like, you know, you got to be kind of, I don't want to say fucked up because I don't know what the proper word is, but you got to be fucking, so you dude, if you're going into the octagon, you better be ready to kill someone or die yourself.
Yeah. The only reason they don't kill someone in there is because there's a ref. If there was no ref and you're holding on to that choke, guess what? You're going 6 feet under.
Yeah, it's the only sport. You know, you're getting punches thrown at you, you're getting legs thrown at you, you're going in chokeholds, just about everything except, you know, punching someone in the balls. But
yeah, man, exactly, and that even happens sometimes in the fight game. But I'm thinking Askren in about round 6 or 7. I think about rounds 1 through 3. Paul, actually, I think early on we're all going to be there as Askren guys going, uh-oh, I think we're going to think like, uh-oh, a little bit here. Like Paul's putting the hands on him. But then I think Paul's going to get tired and you're going to see Askren just get inside, dirty box, lean on him. You know, when they get in the clinch, you know, he's going to be putting a glove up in his face. Like this is a guy who knows, like Nate Robinson, man. I listen, I'm not here to try to fight anybody other than Sean Avery of the New York Rangers back in the day.
Avery, you suck.
Avery, you suck. But I don't know. I don't see how this guy comes out and beats Ben Askren. But Askren's gonna let him stay in it. 7th round knockout for TKO for Ben Askren. That's where I'm putting this at.
You know who has Askren winning this fight big? The Hoge Reddit group. They are the official Ben Askren fan club right there. We love the Hoge Reddit group here.
Yep, yeah, man, Hoge is cool. Yeah, money and Hoge. That's right. Boats and Hoge. Sometimes I say boats and Hoge. You know what? I gotta get me some. I bought like a little bit in the beginning, and then I saw that Hoge and Jake Paul had some beef. So like, Hoge Nation, get behind fucking Breakfast with the Boys. You know, maybe even get us some Hoge coin or gift us some Hoge coin. I don't even know how we would do that, but Hoge to the fucking moon for all them people.
I got to get started in it. I had a buddy that threw in $100 into Hoge right when it early started, and he made upwards. I don't know the exact amount. I want to say 20 grand plus somehow. But I don't know. I don't even know how to get into this. So Hoge Army, please teach me your ways. Teach me how to get into this side. I have a conspiracy friend named Venti who's very into this and says he'll tell me how to do all these things, but won't. Venti, I know you're listening to this. But Hoge Army, I believe in you. I believe you got Breakfast with the Boys on your back.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Shout out to Hoge Nation, man. Love to hear it. Now, guys, I got to turn the podcast. I always got to turn the podcast, and we got to get the sad shit out of the way. And this shit hurts me to my core. All I can think about is what 9-year-old or 10-year-old Chris would be thinking right now, even 11, 12, 13, all the way through my like basically grade 8, grade 9 days would be feeling right now in his Exco shirt, knowing that DMX on back on Good Friday suffered a heart attack, which was induced by drugs. It was an overdose, and then he had a heart attack, and now he's on life support. You know, one of my favorite rappers of all time, man. I mean, just get it on the floor. Just so many great songs. Party Up, Rough Riders Anthem, you know, Who We Be, What's My Name. He's just got so many classics and just such a great, you know, when I think about listening to rap and being a kid and like riding my skateboard, like I used to go to the skate park, man, and like DMX, Limp Bizkit, Korn, like those were the songs that were on at the time, man. That was my childhood. And it's not good news, man. His former manager confirmed to a couple of the media outlets, like it sounds like his brain's in a vegetative state. So even if he does survive, he's never going to be the same again. And I mean, DMX was such a star, man. Whether he was in like Fast and the Furious and shit too, like back in the day. I don't know, boys. Hard one for me. Like for me, I don't love to put celebrities on a pedestal. I was rocked when Kobe died, like everyone else. Like it takes something like that usually to get me. DMX will get me, bro. That'll make me sad. Like this is a sad situation. This is a guy who's, you know, he was like basically like on the streets, forced into being a gangbanger as a kid. To get into the gang, they made him smoke crack when he was 14. Jeez. So he's been fighting crack issues since he was a 14-year-old kid. But started beatboxing, man, then went to jail and just started writing raps to his beatboxing, man. That's how he came up with those songs, came up with his first album. First and second albums were crazy. The third one was the one he made it big, man. But I'm a big DMX guy. Earl Simmons is his name, only 50 years old. Sucks to hear about that. We're praying for him, but
Yeah, I had no idea you were that big of a fan of him.
huge when I was a kid, dude. Huge DMX fan.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm upset. Like, I already am starting to work on for just not even even if the bad thing happened, because even if he pulled through and somehow, you know, his brain went without oxygen, they say for like 30 minutes, which isn't good. But, you know, I like to think maybe DMX has sinned so much in his life that he'll still be like okay from that because he's partied so hard.
Yeah, he's done everything else.
But we're just hoping, man. But it doesn't sound like it's going to be good, man. But yeah, huge fan. Speaking of huge fan, Jay and I were very pro Paul Pierce on this podcast. Jack, if you use his name in vain ever again, we're going to have big problems, Jay Guacamole and me. Did you guys see him on the live stream? That was the funniest thing of all time. Paul Pierce put himself, he was playing cards with the boys. He had some strippers there, decided to turn on the Instagram live. Jack, come on.
It's the only likable thing Paul Pierce has ever done, and that's what gets him fired? Really? I thought that was a weak move. Honestly, he's going to either go to Barstool or he's going to do something else. I saw some like porn company offered him money to
Soda.
Yeah, Cam Soda offered him money to like, commentate exotic dancers. So Paul Pierce is going to be okay. He okay.
Yeah. Mark my words. Might he go to Barstool? I don't know, possibly, but I think he's going to come back home to Boston and do something on the radio with Scal, and I know Perk does a little segment too, and Abby Chin, but I would love to have Paul Pierce back. I mean, how can you not fully respect everything of Pierce's greatness? He is the truth after this. There must have been a reason for him to want to get out of ESPN that bad that he posted that video. But what more of an epic response to have for Paul Pierce other than that happening and then the very next morning going on Twitter and just tweeting good morning, and that's it. Twitter went wild. I think he averages like 20K likes a tweet, and that one tweet got like 150, 200K likes.
You know what my favorite part was? Is he has the girl on and he's like, hey, yo, girl with the accent, what's up? She's like, hey, the stripper, whatever. He's like, yeah, she's from Istanbul. Yeah. And she goes, no, I'm from Turkey. He goes, oh, she's from Turkey's. We've been to Turkey's before.
Yeah. She's from Turkey's. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure in the background they were like hucking chips at the girl, and one of the girls was like, that hurts.
Dude, Paul Pierce got hit with the chips too. They were throwing the poker chips at the strippers. Yeah, you know what? And that gets you fired. It's like, man, he's having a good time. Like, he pays his taxes. He fucking, who cares what he does? It's Instagram Live. There was no nudity. The Instagram didn't take it down. Like, it didn't violate their policy.
How do you get fired on your day off? How do you get fired on your day off?
Dude, he's having a time. Dude,
future Hall of Famer, NBA champion, MVP,
All-Star,
All-Star, Celtics number retired, Jayhawks number retired. Truth, Paul Pierce.
Unbelievable actor, especially on the court, faking those injuries.
Hey, man, say what you want, but Pierce always made LeBron his bitch throughout his whole time. Up until the very ending years of his Celtics career when LeBron had to form super teams to get past any of the Celtics.
Well, I like to think that the Celtics formed almost the first super team when they brought in Garnett and Ray Allen there. That was madness, dude.
Big Ray Allen guy.
Oh, I love Ray Allen. Love Kevin Garnett even more. Kevin Garnett's an absolute gangster, man. He's hilarious. Speaking of hilarious guys, you know, we're always scrapping with the cancel culture people. I don't really like to celebrate when bad things happen to people. I'm like not a believer in karma because I feel like all the people that have the most stuff in the world are fucking assholes. So it's probably not real, but I try to be a good person most times. But
pop the champagne.
We're having a drink here, even though it's breakfast with the boys. We're going to have a drink because after Hamal Jahari got let go by the USA Today after she, you know, I think she accused a white guy of doing a mass shooting in your guys' country that was done by someone from Syria or something, and she ended up losing her job. But she had spread around stuff saying that me and Jack and all the guys at our website are misogynists because we just talk like this on our podcast, whatever. We say what we want, right? That's good. So we get that going. We have some blowback from all that stuff. A guy from Yahoo Sports, I think his name is Mikey or Mickey Stevenson, Mikey Stevenson, I think. He really comes at me to the point where, like, he says that I wear a beard because I got to cover my double chin. He called me fat. This guy made fun of my mom. I found some picture of him. Actually, that was funny. It had like 100,000 impressions on the tweet. And I was like, buddy, what are you chirping me for? I'm like, you're the last guy that should be chirping. I told him that he looked like the poster child of someone whose parents are first cousins. And then I sent like a screenshot of him like zoomed in looking ugly. Well, did Yahoo Sports not let Mike Stevens go last week? And he put out a tweet wondering if anyone was looking for a job. And I'm just going to wish him all the best of luck in his job search. We're going to take the high road here. And in fact, even when our enemies are upset, I'll offer them a job. Here's my offer right here. I'm going to tell you guys, I offered him a real kind job. I said, you can be my assistant, Mikey Stevens 8. I said, the pay isn't great and it's tough on the knees. Sorry about it.
Pee-wee. Oh, slow down, Pee-wee. Oh, he did.
Put him in a body bag.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
It's me, motherfucker. That's who. Love to see it. You talk shit and bad things happen. You come out and you start throwing personal insults. Listen, you don't have to like my content, but you want to come at me like you would ever say any of stuff like that to me in person. Mikey Stevens, suck it. Yahoo Sports NHL for firing him. Good job, but still suck it. Like, it's just full suck. It's all around for them, man. You know what? I just feel like we're getting started. Go woke, go broke, motherfuckers. That's how I feel about it. And I think that would make me.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
I think it does. Oh, yeah. That's hilarious. You guys want to know what isn't smart, though? Did you see the video of Spirit Airlines? I think it was.
Yeah.
Dude, they had like a little 2-year-old baby on there, like kid who had its mask off because it was eating the kid. I'm like, you wouldn't know I had kids. I talk about kids like when they're not mine, like they're foreign. Dude, they kicked a family off. And even worse, they had a special needs child with them because a 2-year-old was eating and didn't have their mask on. Like, we're locked down again here. I know you guys are like almost fucking home free and vaccines. We're locked down again. I've still seen people in the stores without masks and there's like no confrontation. How the fuck does a company kick a family off with special needs? And like everyone around them was like, yo, no, like they're fine. Like, stop. Like, did you guys see that video? That was fucking brutal, man.
Yeah, I think there was one person that was complaining about them, but it's a 2-year-old eating. Like, give me a break. Like, do 2-year-olds even have to wear masks? Like, he could have said that she was younger. It's not like they have an ID. I know he said that like after the like altercation. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. If you're really ratting on a 2-year-old for not wearing a mask while she's eating applesauce, you need to get a life.
No. Not only do you need to get a life, I think you should be eliminated from this planet. I think if you're that upset about a 2-year-old with its mask down eating on an airplane, you should legitimately be deleted from our planet. You're a waste of air. And the fact that Spirit did that, I don't know about you guys, but if I lived in the States, like I would never book with that airline ever again. Like, did you see the poor special needs kid there too? He was like stressed out. Like, are you guys awful? Are you guys fucking serious, man? Are you guys serious? Like, that made me so mad. And it just is like, when does this shit stop, man? You know, today we'll tell the story, Jack. I know you wanted to talk about it. Mancuso at the No More Lockdowns protest today, which apparently I found out could get me on like no-fly lists and shit like that because we didn't have masks and I just rolled up. So what happened was I was driving by and my barber, his owner told them, he's like, we got put into an emergency break. It's called 28 days. And everyone, including the people who are down with lockdowns here, now are like, yo, this is bullshit. Fuck this. Like, they just let us out. We were locked down forever. Like, no way. He says we're opening anyway, right? So I'm driving. I see the protesters out there. They're all holding their signs. Everyone's beeping in support. So I'm like, fuck this, man. I got a bunch of Tarps Off fucking stickers with me, actually. Fucking bang, you know, when we send stuff out. So I'm like, I'm going to get them some fucking coffees and donuts and just drop them off, because like, whether you like lockdowns or don't like lockdowns, I think anyone who's trying to stay open to put food on their family's table, like, I think that's essential, right? Like, wouldn't you consider that essential work if that's your job that provides for your family? Like, to me, that's an essential worker.
Yeah,
so
100%.
I just dropped that off, but fuck, man.
You said the police were even beeping in support of it.
The police were even beeping in support here, man. It's crazy. Like, so to see
Canada, eh?
Yes, man. So even though we're locked down right now, like, we had our police people, like, legitimately police firefighters. I was watching. I was just sitting at my truck and watching out at them holding the signs and that. And it was cool too, because former Bruins player and the greatest defenseman in KHL history, Kevin Dahlman. He is. Go look up the KHL defensive leader stats and everything. He's won their defenseman of the year the most times in league history. He's the greatest defenseman in KHL history. He's from Niagara. I pull off, bro, and he's there. I'm like, yo, do you know the owner? He's like, nah, man, I just pulled off and I'm supporting. I was like,
nice.
Yo, what's up? So him and I were standing there shooting the shit a little bit, and it was cool to see, man. I mean, I support free protest anyway, but just seeing, like, you know, even with how we are here locked down, like, our police support, like, no masks and shit. It's just the politicians, right? But in, like, your country, like, it seems like people get very, very defensive over the masks.
Yeah,
the masks are like, dude, if you walk into a store in America, I've seen like videos of them being like, get the fuck out of here, like freaking out. Like, that just doesn't happen here, man. Have you guys seen any shit like that? Have you seen that shit?
I've seen a lot of videos, but I personally haven't ran into anything where someone's getting yelled at around me, or, you know, someone's yelling at me, because I'm pretty notorious for if no one's around me, I'll take it down or take it off or do my thing.
Yeah,
I'm
the big under the nose guy.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm right outside of Boston, and occasionally I'm going into Boston, and the same thing for everything. I've been to Encore, it's the same way. I've been to a couple casinos up in both sides of New Hampshire, but I don't know. What about you, Jack? But that's my take.
Yeah, I mean, I just go to like the grocery store, or I'll indulge myself at the bar every once in a while, and I take it off as soon as I like get in there and I'm like with a group of people, but that I like know. But I mean, I guess you're technically supposed to keep it on if you're with a group of people that like don't live in the same house as you. I don't do that shit. But no, I haven't been yelled at or even seen it from anybody.
And man, it was funny. Like, I pulled in there for a little bit, right? And I was watching it go down, and it was like 95% support beeping. A few people gave the middle finger, including this one girl who like stopped her car and got like very violent, like aggressive yelling. And then like the crowd started turning up, and like one girl walked towards the girl's car. It got like intense for a minute there. I kind of wanted to see them go, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say whether or not I said like, hey, maybe they should go. But
here's a question for you then, kind of stemming off that. So you being in Soviet Canada right now and everything that's happening, what's your thoughts when you go on social media or you turn on the TV and you see Texas and having a full stadium for their first MLB game?
I think that that's a beautiful sight. It's like light at the end of the tunnel for me. It's like symbolic for me. That was like the first picture I saw where people were like packed since 2019. Like, I'll remember that forever, man. That little 10-second clip that buddy took from that went around on Twitter there. I'll remember that forever. I think it's fucking amazing. I think you guys are mostly vaccinated anyway. Listen, I don't even know what to believe on the vaccines or whatever. I'd just take it just to get my life back to normal. I don't know. Do you guys, any of you guys have the vaccine yet?
I got my appointment today. But...
Yeah, I booked my appointment today too. Vaccine, I actually thought of this kind of just now, or like right before what you were saying is with vaccines, I've noticed when you tell people, whether you're going to get it or whether you're not, you get two different responses. Because I could sit here and say, I'm going to get the vaccine, and I say it to person A, and they'll say, that's amazing. Like, you're doing great. Like, you're helping everyone. But if I say it to person B, they're going to be like, why the fuck would you get that vaccine? It's not going to do anything for you. It's propaganda. It's this, that, and the other thing. And I could say
person B venti?
It could be, it could be venti, but it's a lot of people too. But I could say it on the flip side too. I could say, I'm not getting the vaccine. Person B would be like, fuck yeah, brother. We don't need that shit. Like, everyone else, can go fuck themselves.
You're just getting chipped by the government.
Yeah, dude. Either way.
They want to change your DNA, bro. They want to change your DNA.
I just feel bad because I feel like either way, whichever side you choose and respectfully choose, you're always going to get hate from some kind of party. It's like it's fucking politics again, dude.
It's like politics again, but again, I'm always find myself like kind of relating with both sides. Like, I get why you wouldn't want to get the vaccine, but like, I also like if someone told me like, Chris, you can go see a fucking Metallica concert tomorrow, and all we got to do is give you the first fucking jab of juice. Like, give me the fucking jab of juice, and I'm in. Like, that's why I'm in. I'm in because it's like, I don't know, dude. Maybe they're making my DNA so like I shoot blanks or I don't have like whatever, bro. Like, I don't even care. Like, I already got kids. I got my family life. Like, I don't give a fuck as long as it don't kill me, bro. As long as it don't kill me, like, shoot me with it. I don't give a fuck. But I get why people would be a little cautious about it. I mean, it is like putting something into your body that hasn't been properly tested and everything else. But I don't know, man. I thought the 41,000 fans in Texas or whatever. I thought that was great. We have a UFC coming up, Jack, where they're going to have 15,000 sold out in Jacksonville, Florida. I think that's great.
Cool. I like it because I like that Texas picture because half the people weren't wearing masks and half the people were. They weren't making you wear
Freedom
it.
of choice.
Yeah, everyone got to do it if they wanted to, and no one, said shit.
And that's how it should be. If somebody doesn't want to wear it, you don't have to. And if I wear it into the stores, like, it is what it is. Like, I'll wear it, I'll throw it on, but I know people that absolutely fucking won't. And they just won't. And that's what they believe in. And they don't want to wear it. And that's okay. We used to be a democracy and a free society in the West. And that's what made Western civilization the best and far better than anywhere else in the world. I don't care what anyone says. Canada, the US, like Europe and all that. Like, our Western civilization, like, without our mad bullshit treatment of women or other people's religion or sex or whatever. Like, we used to be a free people. And when I see 41,000 people in Texas celebrating watching a baseball game and I'm sitting here in Ontario locked down again, I really start to question if I have my fucking freedom. I'll tell you that. And it's fucking not my favorite thing in the world. Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau, get me the fucking juice, you bastards. Speaking of you bastards, make sure you bastards out there hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get notified every time the Breakfast with the Boys podcast hits, and make sure you check out all the great content on the Tarps Off Sports YouTube page and tarpsoffsports.com. Guys, great episode today. Good seeing you guys. New little background. Love to fucking see it. And love to see another one of our enemies end up killed dead.
Pee-wee, oh, slow down, Pee-wee.